and gentlemen. It gives me great pleasure to welcome you to a special event officially unveil the Teachers Registration Council of Nigeria. I'm a broadcast journalist, a media entrepreneur, and an associate of the Nigerian Institute of Public Relations. I'll be your anchor for today, and I have with you Adetunji Oluwatobi and Jamila Yusuf Ali from the Art Media for the Sign Language. So, a round of applause for them. Moving on, I would like to call on Dr. Stella Maria Okota, the former acting registrar at TRCN. Thank you, for standing in before Dr. Mrs. Rodriguez came on board, and she's now the director of human resources of TRCN for our welcome address. A round of applause for her.
Minister of Education, the Honorable Minister of State Education, invited guests, permit me to stand on each by the hands. I welcome you all to this event. It's a pleasure to see you all here today to witness the Ministerial Unveiling of TRCN and strategic vision of the creative. We in TRCN are pleased to share this platform with you. A platform designed to share the information with teachers in regards to their registration, certification, licensing, and education sources, helpful for their job and their professional growth. The portal will strengthen TRCN interaction with teachers and wider public, including parents and stakeholders in education, requiring specific services related to social mandate. The unveiling not today will lead to clearer understanding of what TRCN wants to achieve with regards to these services and for the national safety. By implication, TRCN services and through a faster, more effective means of communication between it and stakeholders that this platform will provide. Ladies and gentlemen, present here today, on behalf of the registrar, I invite you to explore this portal specifically, find out what we have, especially as it concerns registration and licensing of teachers. We really appreciate your joining us today. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Stella Maria, the Director of Human Resources. Thank you very much. Let me recognize the people who come. The Nigerian Governors Forum, Dr. Abdulatif Shitu, Director General of the Forum, Professor Lami Konyosa, Executive Director, Policy Research and Strategy in Nigerian Government Forum, and Dr. Ebenezer Adeyu, Head Education Sector, Nigerian Government Forum. And then also welcome all the entourage that came along with the Federal Ministry of Education. Thank you very much. So moving on, we'll begin with the brief statement from different sectors. We'll start with the representative, Professor Sadia Stanley Daura, the Director General National Teachers Institute, for your brief statement and concluding messages. A round of applause for Professor Sadia Stanley Daura. Let's keep clapping for her. Let's encourage our to the National Teachers Institute. It gives you the pleasure and feeling of affairs. Thank you, ma'am. So many. The Honorable Minister of Education, Dr. Maru, the State Minister of Education, and other dignitaries. I will not have time to mention all individually. However, you're all welcome to this event, and I wish you to listen fully to the further unveiling for direction and on what to do next, because you're all involved. This is a responsibility uh, that involves all of us. It's not just the TRCN, but everybody, every adult in Nigeria is a teacher. Therefore, the responsibility is a shared one. I invite you all to participate fully where you are invited to and make sure you take home what you extend to others who cannot be with us today. Thank you very much and welcome please. So we give a better round. I want to thank everyone to thank you, Professor Yes, the ED National Service. We quickly call for Professor Pauline Way, the Executive Secretary of National Commission for Colleges of Education. A round of applause
Education, education, understanding. It is my honor to have education, all the education in Nigeria. They congratulate TRCN, historic occasion of Unveiling National Anthem, and the TRCN. This milestone has taken that goal set with teacher protection, national information, and global relevance. I have to say that the pillars of the TRCN on the side and truly a game changer. Driving teacher expression, like continuous development and data management. TRCN is enhancing efficiency, transparency, and accountability while a teacher to thrive as a regulatory agency, entity remains firmly committed, partnering with TRC, and the professional development and the establish a clear line with information and revenue education, leadership and support. I once again congratulate the leadership, all other stakeholders who made this innovation possible. So that the modern approach the reasonable issue and threaten thank you.
Thank you very much. Professor the Secretary for National Service for Colleges Education. Let me quickly invite Ian Hugh, the British High Commission, who will be speaking on behalf of the Education Development Partner, Ian Hugh. A round of applause for him. If you are not in the last I will invite you
already been given a 2 minute warning. So I'll start. I think maybe enough experience now to say all ministers, all invited guests, all protocol studio observers. UK government through the FPDO planning programme has been delighted to work with TRCN development of support. Also, I think more broadly looking at the strategic vision and plan over the next few years. I've had a number of conversations directly with Dr. Onke on how to take forward this work. I've been really enthused by a commitment to drive, and also that more nuanced picture to really understand what we need to do to move work with teachers in Nigeria. It's a large, complex community of types of teachers, about teachers, community volunteering, faith-based education, lots of teachers who are under or unqualified teaching in various forms of private schools. So the diversity means that these systems need to be integrated, they need to be smart, but they also need to motivate teachers. We have to use both the carrot and stick techniques to really get the most of our teachers. And I think that's one of the broader lessons of common international experience. Just last week, I was with Dr. English team looking at the ways to extend the data systems, making them to what exploit the new advantages that are coming to artificial intelligence. This is all part, I think, of Dr. Tunji's Minister of Education's greater vision on putting together the data architectures of the education system in Nigeria. Currently, there's a lot of agencies, quite a lot of fragmentation. The Herculean task to put that all together cohesively, but certainly the UK government stands behind Nigeria to be able to do this effectively over the next couple of years. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. And still, let me quickly call the lead, the country, chief education officer in Nigeria, runs a lead business. Round up also okay, just coming. Let's encourage our
Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. Honorable Minister of Education, Honorable Minister of State. My name is Yetunde Oluwatosin. I'm here representing Vanessa, our Chief of Education. It's such a honor to be here this afternoon, of course, at the unveiling of the portal, TRCN portal, and also the yes, the portal, and also as we're all working towards the launch of the strategic vision for teachers in Nigeria. Today is a great day for Nigeria. We're working with our teachers and empowering them as people who hold the key to our nation's future. From the very first time that a child is enrolled, starting from the earliest years, the ECD center, up until when they graduate, the teacher is very dear. The teacher owns a very key, the teacher is very key to what the learners does, how the teachers shape, how they open doors, and also how they guide the journey of the learners until where their curiosity actually becomes confidence and how they start to take shape. It is a known fact that if teachers, or even if any one of us, if we don't have something to give, it is very impossible for us to give anything. Right? The same applies to our teachers. If their professional capacity, if their learning is not developed solidly, such that they nurture our young learners' minds, they will not be able to achieve the results that we want to see. This is why today's event is really important for all of us. Even as our teachers and professional learning is being brought to the forefront, where teachers learn, where they relearn, and where they also unlearn the things that need to be changed. All of this is very, very important for us as a nation. The portal that is being launched today is much more than a platform. But for us as a nation, Nigeria, it's a connector where everyone works. Everyone, whether the person is a teacher, whether they're a head teacher, whether they're caregivers, they're able to be linked with their guests, they're able to be linked with resources, and they're also able to be linked with knowledge. It means that even if I am a teacher in my beautiful country home in Osun State, I can have the same access to professional learning and development as a Miss Gloria, who is teaching in an urban school in the city of Abuja. It means that every teacher, no matter where they are, they can keep learning. They have the opportunity to keep on inspiring themselves, and they also have the opportunity to keep improving. This moment for us as Nigeria is simply a transformative moment for education as we continue to value and greatly invest in our teachers. I saw something on the site earlier and said, where the world forgets their teachers, progress stops. But where they honor their teachers, the nation rises. I believe that it's the key and the critical moment for us in Nigeria as we are taking this bold step to honor our teachers. Thank you once again, and we look forward to it.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Please, 2 minutes each. Our minister is here, so let's honor him 2 minutes. I'd like to call on Comrade Titus Amber, the chairperson Nigerian Union of Teachers Agency. Round of applause for him. Comrade Titus, please.
The Honorable Education, Minister of State for Education, the Executive Chief Executive of the National Council of Nigeria, other stakeholders that are here, our teachers in this hall. I bring greetings from the leadership of the Nigerian Union of Teachers, NUT, the teaching teachers of Nigeria. I am highly delighted to witness this all important event, Ministerial Unveiling, National Law, Teachers Referral Council, Quarter, Strategic Vision for the Nigerian teacher. Let me commend the Teachers Referral Council of Nigeria, TRCN, the initiative, Federal Ministry of Education, other partners for their support. The NUT view this event as a launch pad to ensure that TRCN is charged to professionalize teaching in Nigeria. Essentially, this initiative will strengthen the TRCN in ensuring more efficient and effective licenses and implementation of professional teachers in the country. Today, the rapid changing world contending with an array of emerging challenges such as climate change, rapid changes, technological expansion, digital divide, artificial intelligence, pandemic among other emergencies. These developments have impacted on the educational landscape, leading to the rise of inequality, relevant learning poverty. The new challenges have also expanded the roles of teachers, which require them to build their capacity, strive to be resilient, creative, and innovative in order to help learners acquire new knowledge, skills, values, and competence, become active and responsible in our community, and our nation, and in the world. This brings to the fore critical role of TRCN as a regulatory body starting with the mandate, regulating and controlling teaching profession in all its administration. It is also important to state that the role of TRCN in development and advancement of education in Nigeria cannot be overemphasized. TRCN must also make it map the community of teaching regulatory bodies in Africa has made Nigeria proud. Later arena through leadership role, the African Federation of Regulatory Authorities out. It is in this direction that any will create our core federal government. We reconsider the listing of TRCN among other regulatory bodies, government and to restore the national body. Mobile and elections inclusive, effective, and relevant language. The expression of the need for professionalism in teaching as a starting point for advancing the global drive towards education principles. The recognition of high-level value chief professor also noted that qualified teachers must be recognized as key partners for transforming education and call on all nations to ensure that every learner has access to professionally trained, qualified, and well-supported teachers. The social value of education makes it a core responsibility of government, not only to provide education, but also to protect, respect, and fulfill the right of every child. Quality education. Therefore, it's imperative that we join hands together in supporting this national project and empowering TRCN to utilize the teaching profession to ensure the delivery of quality and relevant education to meet the new challenges trend in education as demand and future. Once again, I appreciate the investment of TRCN, Federal Ministry of Education, all the stakeholders of their contribution towards the planning, successful launch of this digital teacher portal, while hoping that achieve the aim of transforming the TRCN activities in the area of teacher licensing, continuous professionalism, tracking, and data management. Thank you for listening.
Thank you very much for the number. But you pay a fine, comrade. We know that when the comrade comes to the podium, 2 minutes to go, but comrade will find you, and all of it has to pay for the fine. Another round of applause. So please let us continue. Thank you. So let me begin for the representative of the Nigerian Bureau, Mr. Chuku Emeka A. A round of applause for you. If your heads are not too busy, not to get together. Let's encourage you to do
Honorable Minister for Education, Honorable Minister for Education, Registrar of Protocol. My name is Chief and I'm here representing Multina Teacher of the Year. Some of you already know this competition is in the 11th year in Rome since 2015. And what we are trying to do in the competition is to elevate the status of secondary school teacher in Nigeria. For us, the key at the heart of this competition is our partnership with the TRCN. For a teacher to enter this competition, he or she must be registered and licensed by the TRCN. Honorable Minister, I'm interested to know that it is because of this that this year the government operates the sponsorship of 500 teachers for their registration and license. And of course, the competition is already on its way for this 11th edition. We got feedback from people that really last week to extend the call for entry, which was supposed to be on Friday last week. We have now extended to September 5th to close the entry for this year's competition. I can already tell you that we have way over 800 entries already from across the federal community in But this year, our grand prize winner cash prize of 10 million naira. Capacity training and course is facility worth 10 million naira. All the state champion gets a million naira each. The second round 5 million naira. And then the second round also gets the second round also gets 3 million naira. Honorable Minister of Education, I am here to reiterate the commitment of the Nigerian police producers to the development of education in Nigeria, and also for continued partnership with the TRCN to ensure that everything that is required to elevate the state of teachers in Nigeria is still done. Let me just quickly give you what we are here for in your very platform. Our work is verifying teachers who enter from the competition will make it easier. Because when we assess that platform digitally, we're able to pull data, back-end data from the platform to verify that all the teachers in our competition are indeed professional. Thank you very much for this opportunity here today. Now we have a Nigerian we make up, and I wish you well. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Thank you for that. A round of applause for the and then I should have been thinking. And I thought we can do 20 million, can't we? Mr. Emeka, can't you do 20 million? Mr. Emeka, how much 20 million of 10 million? We'll talk about that. Thank you. It's my pleasure to also invite Mrs. Musa, the President, Defense and Police Officers by Education, who is the chairperson of education, ably represented by Dr. BM Olaturi, the Deputy President of the Round of Applause. Let's encourage now to stop their business.
The Honorable Minister of Education, the Honorable Minister of State, or the other people they observe. Before I read the message of my principal, I am Dr. and probably the representative of charity. And almost 3 decades now. And very sad as a this. And honestly, I'm quite very impressed with the progress that TRCN has made over the years. Last week, one of my partners came around and they're asking for permission to travel to job for the induction of his wife to the local teaching profession. I want to appreciate Dr. Silver and his advocacy team for that progress. Now, this from my principal. She actually wants to be here, but this week we are holding the chief of defense staff from all other African nations in Nigeria. That's why she could not make it. The Honorable Minister of Education, Dr. allows her, the Honorable Minister of State of Education, the Registrar, and Chief Executive of TRCN, Dr. Mrs. Kunkesh, about development partners, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, all protocol it is a great honor and privilege to stand before you today and the chairperson of this education, the Ministerial Unveiling of TRCN for Nigerian teachers. Education is the foundation of every society. Teachers are not only custodians of knowledge but also nation builders. When we invest in teachers, we invest in the future of our children and the destiny of our nation. The opinion of the TRCN today is more than just the launch of a digital tool. It represents innovation and accessibility. It demonstrates our collective commitment to ensuring that Nigerian teachers are empowered, recognized, and equipped with the demand of the 21st century classroom. The initiative provides a clear path to one to professionalize teaching, to support continual learning and certification, and lastly, to integrate the entire teacher into global best practices. This is a good step toward returning teaching as a noble profession. It truly is. As president of the board, I also recognize how this connects to our own mission of building stronger families, stronger communities, and by extension, a stronger Nigeria. Teachers shape not only minds but values, character, and resilience. These the very qualities needed in the nation's human capital. On behalf of the board and all stakeholders present, I commend the leadership of TRCN and development partners and the Honorable Minister of Education for Education and Education. Let me conclude by saying that when we empower teachers, we empower education. The VCRCN further is for excellence in reading and inclusion and innovation in Nigerian education. Together, let us continue to invest in those who shape destinies, our teachers. Thank you and God bless you.
Thank you very much, Dr. The Director General Nigerian Ministerial Dr. Abdulatif Oshiku. Round of applause for him. 2 minutes, sir. With past 2 minutes, I have the authority, join you all.
The transformational humanitarian education the Minister of State Education the rest of the council I've been in the forum. Let me start by commending the Minister of Education, Dr. Tunja Lausa, for his effort in constituting the Teacher Administration Council of Nigeria to perform his statutory mandate, which culminated in today's Ministerial Unveiling of the TRCN important and strategic vision for Nigerian teaching. This initiative is highly commendable in addressing challenges in the teaching profession and empowering teachers to deliver quality education, scale up foundational dignity and diversity, and improve learning outcomes. Educational programs to ensure professionalism and excellence in service delivery. TRCN has performed its mandate with passion and commitment to the teaching profession, despite numerous challenges and official normal teachers who have left, and a new national teacher policy is underway, which aims to improve the teaching profession by increasing education costs. The teacher policy has harmonized the automatic tuition for teachers, children, and enhanced training and continuous professional development for teachers in the country, among other benefits. Effort has also been made by both the federal and state to address challenges teachers have, the policies and management, both
post-national teachers conference by the federal states partners for the establishment of local organizations. The Nigerian Government is committed to working with the federal government, the Teachers Association Council of Nigeria, and relevant stakeholders at federal and state levels to reposition the teaching profession to achieve the strategic mandate were brought to TRCN and formed by the new regime. At the boot camp in Lagos last year, TRCN informed us that plans were underway to launch portals designed to meet the registration process, enhance teacher quality, and increase revenue and self-sustainability. Through this, TRP has demonstrated its commitment to enhancing teacher quality and education standards by providing teachers with access to schools by collaborating with relevant stakeholders, delivering technology initiatives, establishing a student-centered context that teachers can utilize to ensure improved learning outcomes. This is highly commended and the welcome here and the key they are to train 1.5 million teachers to revolutionize lesson preparation and improve the quality teaching with the use of artificial intelligence powered platform to deliver contextualized and simulated lesson for teachers in our schools. And to collaborate in the United States to participate in this initiative. Finally, as we continue our partnership with federal institutions, the Teachers Association Council of Nigeria and relevant stakeholders to support the education profession across the state through improved welfare and practice development. The Nigerian Government Forum is committed to state mobilization and sustain engagement in addressing challenges in the teaching profession, supporting ongoing efforts and reforms in education, and strengthening the capacity of teachers to deliver quality education and improve learning outcomes for the public good and overall development of the Nigerian state. Thank you all for listening. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Let me begin recognizing the President of Honorable Mami Papa, Senior Special Assistant to the President on Special Needs and Equality. You're welcome, sir. Thank you for coming. Round of applause for him. Right about now, may I respectfully invite a beautiful woman, an educationist, strong support system to the Minister of Education, a Nigerian academic and political science education. If your hands are not so busy, please put them together. President Johnson, Honorary Minister of Education, the Federal Institute of
I was the guy. Let me first start by recognizing our Secretary and National Minister of Education. The catalyst to the development of the education and also my our host, the new blood in directors from the Ministry of Education, dedicated and have a teaching Director General Nigerian and other organizations and levels of development partners, PRN body chairman, that's Mr. Pascal, and special assistant to the part of our very happy that I've been in total ministerial Unveiling. This event is just not a we are saying every teacher in Nigeria, we see you, we value you, we are committed to support you. This program will become a place that teaching in Nigeria will no longer be treated as a first option, but as a noble, respected, and decent environment. Let me understand you. Education is the bedrock of national development, and teachers are the strongest. No nation can rise up, and teachers will be empowered of teachers more than systems and recognition, we empower the entire generation. We equip our young people with knowledge, values, and the skills to compete globally. We give our nation a future that is not just hope, but secure. I must commend the registrar and along with my educated team for their vision, written your names in the history books of our education sector. As we unveil this today, let us work and inspire us, policy makers, educators, partners, and stakeholders to redouble our efforts and supporting our team. Let us remember that when the teacher cries, the classroom cries. When the classroom cries, the society cries. And when society cries, the nation cries. On this day, I am delighted to participate in this unveiling that found the legacy for TRC and digital transformation. Thank you, and may God bless our teachers, our education system, and thank you.
We can Professor Suwaiba Said Ahmed, the Honorable Minister of State Education, the Federal Ministry of Education. Thank you. Another round of applause for our Without wasting much of the time, we quickly into the panel discussion, which is about digital transformation in teaching. I'll quickly call my panelists. I won't take much of the time. Honorary Minister, so quickly let me call on the founder, Slum to School Africa, Mr. Oranda, is one of the panelists. Mr. Okay, your representative. Okay, so let me just invite the moderator, the founding CEO, Teach for Nigeria. Olawe will make colleagues to the moderator of the session, so she's left will be invited more panelists. Round of applause.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, Honorable Minister of Education, Honorable Minister of TRCN. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I will tie today's occasion, and I think this is a win for TRCN, the education sector in Nigeria. And so congratulations to the TRCN team and working tirelessly to make this happen. And please permit me to acknowledge that the teachers, the most important professionals in our own unfortunately, permit me to also acknowledge the BID, our children, the reason why we're having and I do hope that in the course of this discussion, you have comments and questions and contributions to this conversation. Again, welcome to this panel discussion on digital transformation in teaching and collaborative. I'm a social entrepreneur and a development consultant. I've spent my professional life in education, in youth development, and in leadership. Very recently, I established and I was running Teach for Nigeria, non-profit that co-founder at the forefront of mobilizing young Nigerians, the brightest of them, to work and teach in underserved across Nigeria. And my goal here today is very simple. I will be moderating the conversation with a distinguished panel, really to center, the need for us to apply digital transformation in accelerating our education system. And so I would like to, I'm privileged to call it up there, my friend, colleagues, and so it's an immense privilege for me to work with individuals at Summit who are also kindred spirits, in a shared mission to ensure that we're stepping and so please join me as I warmly welcome them to stage. And I'm going to start with Mohammed Abba, who is a special presidential advisor on President community. A warm welcome. While Mohammed is joining us on stage, I would also like to thank he's an award-winning global educator top 50 finalists. The founder of Some School Africa. A warm welcome and next, I'd like to invite Dr. Guyen. Dr. Guyen is a teacher, educator, and development consultant. And finally, I'd like to invite Dr. Bradley, is an education advisor with SDO. So over the next 1 hour, we're going to be having this very okay, 1 hour morning. Okay, 45 minutes. We'll try to do our best. Okay, so before we get into it, before we dive into it, I'd like for each one of you to introduction. But maybe I have to go right to it. Digital transformation is no longer optional, it's essential. Around the world, we're seeing how teaching digital learning impact. China, for instance, some of you saw the news last week. China is making AI education mandatory across the entire economy. So we're having children from the age of 6 starting to learn AI as a school. So we're seeing this happening in China, but also in Japan and Southern. They are also leveraging AI and also looking about ethical, about ethical AI to transform their education. And here we are in Nigeria today, first acknowledging the challenges that we have, but also thinking about how do we catch up at the pace at which the world is moving, innovating around technology and AI. And so I'm hoping that this discussion will center the country need for action to get us to where we need to. So to kick us off, I will start with Dr. Kari. You have been at the forefront of integrating technology into teaching, from your STEM innovations to your exposure to science education across the world. Very recently with your award, your fellowship program. From your perspective, what does digital transformation mean for Nigeria? And how can it bridge the gap between the pace of global innovation and our society? If you could just hit the button.
All right, thank you. Thank you, the other minister for possibly talking about digital transformation is beyond going into the classroom, placing computer projectors around the class. It's just like the way the TRC is doing very well. Just like the way TRC is doing. So for me, digital transformation in teaching is empowering teacher. I experienced something in the year 2018 when this our wonderful register was special advisor to education friendly governors, state department, where I had the opportunity to be selected as one of the teachers that started relating content. We are actually exposed to what we call empowerment, digital skills empowerment. That is what brought me to the stage that I have today. Because we're exposed to all the necessary skills we need to engage the gap, to bring the gap, give access to students. Some of these things we are seeing, like I said, they actually need an access to get
other platform, they need to improve their learning outcome in some of our systems. And some of these are giving them the access, giving them access or abilities. One of those things I see as digital transformation. The second one is strengthening the so-called the school leaders and principals. They are the leaders of this digital school. They are the accounting officers in our school. Empowering them is what we refer to as digital transformation. It is is now teachers in Nigeria at least 10 class in each of 197 they are all the necessary things, to improve the student learning outcomes in other class. And that is what digital transformation is for. Thank you. Thank you very much. And I'm not like to ask Dr. Ibrahim. So from a policy and system-wide perspective, what are the building blocks that is required to ensure that digital transformation truly enhances teaching quality and learning outcomes at scale, particularly when we see what other countries are doing? We're not just talking about providing devices and technology and projector. It's at another level. What is it? What are the building blocks and how do we get
Thank you very much for that. Minister, distinguished good afternoon. Talking about digital transformation at scale for learning, a number of things to consider. The first is the creation of the overall digital ecosystem and digital culture within the context we are operating. And the starting point is policy. I relate with Nigeria. We have ICT policy overdue for the youth. When we scan the policy, we realize that AI in that policy, artificial intelligence. And of course, we know that by what is the as of that. So that is just one example to show that that policy is due for review. So we need to have a sort of robust ICT education policy that itemizes all that crime and specifies all that. And of course, our initiative vision and aspiration for on education. Secondly, is the digital infrastructure, which is of course something that policies and we have. Definitely, Nigeria is, in spite of all that, one would say, right? This place is an example, the digital center. That name itself is an digital practice. So talking about infrastructure, the portal we are is an example of that kind of infrastructure. Then you go down to full level infrastructure. We have smartphones across Nigeria, modems that I've been on the audit of one book per child. And today I will be a new advocate of at least one tablet per school. If you have one tablet in Nigeria, it can do a lot. That tablet is not for the head. It's for the school. It carries all the resources, all the content, and all the data that's from the students. If the internet is provided for that kind of tablet, it the reference point to that. So the digital infrastructure is really important. The third is the curriculum. They say that if anything is important for a nation, for a society, check it. So our digital commitment is only expressed in the curriculum. So let's diagnose our curriculum, primary, secondary, and tertiary. And curriculum is not about just expression of it, it's about the implementation. Some of us attended the Nigerian University. We know that long ago there was this commitment, I see. But we go to computer without seeing any computer in that lab. So let's clear the capital. Let's free the time and let's provide the facilities for making that happen. Quickly, another thing that we need to consider is as much as to create awareness, because it's a concept that you have to create awareness in that and you put in one evaluation so that you are able and how to operate in that. So these are the building blocks that we need to transform ICT education, and that can be transform learning.
Thank you very much. Not one book anything, one one department child. That's how it is. Thank you so much. And
To Dr. Mohammed, I'm coming to you now. And I think Dr. Ibrahim touched on something around policy and curriculum. And I think this is where sometimes we put in this paper for getting a significant population of our country. If you could please share how to be ensured that Nigerian transformation in teaching is fully used so that accessibility is embedded and ensure that no teacher is left behind and no child is left behind.
Thank you so much. The Honorable Minister of Education, the Honorable Minister of State, Professor Sueba Agnes, Dr. Ike, the Registrar of TRCN, the government partners, our educators that are here present. I bring you warm greeting and compliment of the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces in the Republic of Nigeria, President Aswad Bola Tinubu. I want to first commend the Honorable Minister on behalf of the President for your transformation leadership. I will say that digital transformation in learning is very, very key, more especially particularly to people with special needs. For us to achieve digital transformation, it has to be accessible, it has to be inclusive from all design. Digital transformation in learning is not all about sophistication alone or speed. It's about integrating the innovation. So for us to achieve that is people with special needs. That is the essence why President Bola Tinubu, under his determination, appointed me to liaise with ministry, department, agencies of government, the government partners, governors at sub-national level, others, critical stakeholders to make sure that we create accessibility to persons with disability in line with the new agenda of President Bola Tinubu and in line with his determination against Provision Act 2018, is talking about accessibility to education to persons with disability. Nigeria, we have almost 35 million people living with different forms of disability. Practically, this requires a policy enforcement. How are we going to align our policy to look at the legal framework, sustainable development goal, more especially for quality education? For us to achieve digital transformation in learning, we need to enforce policy compliance. And secondly, accessible digital infrastructure screen reader. For instance, now in phone, let me give you one example. You don't have a screen, if there is visually there in this room, there is no way that you will be, you can see the automatically. That is screen reader captioning. And there will be sign language, a sign language interpreter. And we have formed capacity building for our educators. We have a lot of lecturers that are people there that they have an advanced especially both in tertiary and in secondary school. There is need to build their capacity to digital innovation for them to adapt the current situation based on universal global design. And there is issue of strategic partnership. Everybody has a role to play for us to achieve the digital inclusive digital transformation. Therefore, we have home government and they have own plan, they have to do their own development partners, and there is need for effective collaboration with organizations or persons with disability. And one of them is that to know that we have association of lecturers with disability all by the country. They have their own network. By the time when you are engaging with them, you will have a kind of first-hand information. And there is need for inclusive content development. That is one format. So we need
But I thought that you at the end, be mindful of time. I also want to give it up for our audience to make comments, ask questions, and so you can start writing down questions and comments. But please make sure to keep it short. I'll come to you now, Osman. You know, lot has been said so far already on this panel. And at the forefront of something, you find innovative ways in which technology being deployed on this community. What lessons can Nigeria draw from your experience to ensure that digital transformation reaches the marginalized learners and underserved communities?
Thank you very much for the question. Honorable Minister, special guests, thank you very much for this opportunity. Nigeria is an incredible country with immense potential. Across on the same communities, urban centers, young people with potential. And digital transformation plays a critical role because it can bridge the gap between the past and the past. I'm going to give a few examples to bring this home. Something School as an organization started about 13, 14 years ago, visiting an underserved community in its own neighbors. And visiting that community, many of us are very familiar with information from that. I was just so stunned by the immense potential you find in a community like that. But we had thousands of children who were noticed. And that bothered me so much to the point that I had to quit my job at the bank during my national youth service to go into that community and become a teacher. Teaching is, in my opinion, the greatest profession any country to have. And so we got into that community, mobilized 7 other students, and those children, everything. But at some point, we realized that it has to be beyond children to form clusters into getting them to a proper formal school. We raised funds and volunteers and enrolled 140 children into school for the very first time. And that journey was how Start to School began. Today we have impacted 655,000 children across 7 communities. And when we go back and look at the first set of them, one of the things we did was to build an early childhood development center. We built STEM and innovation labs and brought children with digital transformational tools. We got teachers to start training them. And 6 years later, since the first transformation
Regional Test Center in Maputo community. We've seen over 100 children who have gone to universities. We've had examples like Ryan, a girl from Maputo represented Nigeria in the United States as a Pan-African Youth Federation 60-year-old girl who for the first time now at the age of 7. This is the first time she does it. We've seen examples of Maria Madeleine, who's on a fully funded scholarship to African National Academy in South Africa. The girl who comes from EY. We've seen examples of Mustafa, a 17-year-old boy who studying at Bethesda in Hausa University. A child also from Maputo community who has access to this technology. Now the point I'm making, I can go on and on with several examples. Every child is a star, irrespective of where they come from. Today we have a few kids who come from an IDP camp on the outskirts of Abuja. And I spoke to the PG yesterday and said, could we children to give them an opportunity to experience this transformational initiative? These are kids who have been displaced by these insurgents in the north. But through technological tools and through teacher training, many of them are beginning to actualize their dreams. And so the point with the gentleman is that every Nigerian child deserves the best. It's to go beyond just digital transformation, basic literacy and literacy. We still have issues where millions of children are not in school. And so as we discuss digital transformation, we should not forget that it begins with literacy and numeracy. Every child should have the opportunity to dream and watch that dream come true.
Thank you very much for being and of course, I think we'll accomplish what we shared as well, access to devices. It sounds to me like each of the children that we're studying and working with actually could access the technology and device. And so that's also very important. So just highlighting some of the lessons that we can draw from this. I'm now coming to Dr. Faith, and who I had the opportunity to work with for many years. And given that also just come to teacher training, I think it's now important to bring this conversation home to the teachers. Because for all the things we're talking about, if we don't think about how to really send the teachers in this conversation and in this reform, we're not going to go very far. And we've led several teacher reform efforts across the country. It will be great to hear from your experience how you think teacher education programs can be incorporated and technologies can better prepare teachers for the classroom and the teaching profession in Nigeria.
Thank you very much. Yes, thank you very much. I'd like to borrow a phrase or sentence from when she spoke. She said, teaching is not the dogma, which then means that teaching training has to be very intentional. And yes, I participated in one of them is a teacher development program, which is called then specifically, that program was supporting NCCE and the College of Education to transform the way teachers and training using technology. So that's a good program that is provided the reason was because of the huge numbers of teachers that are prepared for classrooms. And if you say you go through the usual process, you never get to what you don't use technology. They're scaling very fast. They also supported the teachers to learn by themselves, using technology and using as so using technology is actually very important. I just want to talk about e-services generation. Looking at the curriculum, I'm sure that directors there, and also there's a reform going on. What we need to do is to really look at the program and say, what we need to do and prepare these teachers so that they can live more. Right now, we know that many colleges are still training teachers based on subject. So they are managing teacher and business. But what we should do is looking at the what you can say areas. So you can easily should train on how to deal with child despite their So she's specifically about she also look at how we train those teachers on every level. And also integrating technology because like the minister said as well, she said it's no longer digitalization program. So teaching children more for the other thing is about motivation, teacher motivation. Even if you change the curriculum and we have the teachers that we have today who don't have a career path, and I know that TRCN is setting a career path, they're still not going to do it. So how do we also make sure that we motivate teachers? This brings me to the question of instant teacher training. But that's part of motivation. So there was a study that was done by me last year, and discovered that almost 70% of the teachers were not trained. They didn't have additional things. So what do we need to do? We need to make sure that those teachers are trained. We have to have a system where we ensure that every teacher is trained and ever so often, on, of course, using technology, we can achieve that. We need to also be intentional as to how teachers to come to school. Because you can train them, but if you're not motivated, they're also not be in class, and they're not in class, they're not teaching. Therefore, all of what they know. So we need to make sure that first. The other thing is about security in school. Sorry, it's about security in school. If the teachers aren't trained on child safety and security, so we can and the teachers also train the children who have behavior. So we also need to look at that as part of the teacher training package that we have to do. There's quite a lot to say, but I think that because of the time, thank you so much. I'm going to invite 3 to 4. Like, can you see your hands up if you have any questions, any comments, any contributions? Another gentleman, where the weekend in this one here? I want equality, so I want at least one more. I really appreciate it. What? Is there a lady somewhere? We have a gentleman there. Could you have a question?
Sorry, you're giving me the mic already, so should I hand it up?
Please feel free to read out. And you can direct it to the
My name is Samira Tigo, PhD, the NAS National Association. I sincerely and TRCN for this piece. Permit me to remain on the existing protocol. This is not a single fix about education in Nigeria, but about everything in Nigeria. Because when our children are built to be global citizens, they can perform well. Human development indices is number 1, health, education, and labor. And we all have this in the education sector. I must say here that this is one thing for us today that we should be proud of our Nigerians. Dr. Ronke Soyombo and your team at TRCN, I congratulate you. For the other minister, I want to sincerely ministers. When this administration came on board, they opened their doors for private sector participation. They have invited us. They have called us. They have made us be inclusive of what is going on. Really inclusive. When I look at today, we've been here since 9 a.m. with all our members. I must say this, and I listen carefully to every person that has spoken from the Honorable Minister of State. Everyone talks about Nigerian child, Nigerian children, Nigerian teachers. Not about those in the private schools or those in the public schools alone. I want to sincerely say that we don't want to be feeling your thoughts when you invited us, when you invited us. We want our voices as private sector education to be heard. We want to contribute to the government. We are not rivals with the government. And we need directly to speak to the government agency. We are Nigerians. We are part of this thing. We are part of this thing. And we are making a government. Thank you very much.
They are still Nigerians, they are still Nigerians. Thank you very much. At the point where you said, I imagine that you're opening to the need for more collaboration because there's no fix to really get Nigeria and our education system to where it needs to be, especially when we think about what's happening in other Asian European countries and the like. So thank you for your contribution. I'd like to go to the young gentleman in the back who are raising hands. Yeah. You could read your question. Keep it short, please, because we're running.
Okay, thank you very much. I'm right at the back. All right. I am Nick Barrigan. I represent AFED, and my partner has spoken some of the things I would want to say, but because of time,
to this conversation,
sorry, because of time, I'm restricting what I want to the time. I was expecting, especially those of us from the local schools, I was expecting that there will be a mention of some affordable or probably free learning platforms that will be made available to our people. Understanding that where we are, we need such platforms to reach unreachable areas where teachers cannot read, where teachers cannot what we need now. Two, I want to also talk about digital devices. We spoke about it, but no much time was given. How do we assess them? How do we use them? How are we applying those things to our systems? Because I like to tell you, with all the training of the teachers, I have been on this career for about 40 years. I can tell you that there is a large population I've been meeting that teachers don't get to this business. I think giving us this will help us to do our job in the area.
Thank you very much. Take another question. But to you, the panelists, if there's any short reaction to anything you heard from the audience, it would be great to get a second to share. But most important, I want you all to leave one key priority, and that the government policymakers, TRCN, policy here, could lead with was accelerating digital transformation in teaching and learning. And I'll start with
Thank you so much. I think for us to accelerate digital transformation in teaching and learning in Nigeria, there is need for us to support the special needs teachers, which is very, very key. If you look at government has made a deliberate attempt in providing policy, have national policy for education need to have a national digital transformation policy strategy. It will go a long way. And there is need also to empower them with digital tools based on a global standard so that they will align themselves with global standard. Because if you are talking of digital transformation, it has to be with digital and assistive devices for the people with special needs. Training and professional. Allow me to allow me. And here, sincere of love. What I'm saying is very important. As a presidential, we need to be community, training, and professional, that is continual training and profession to master and teachers they will update their self is very important. Then provision of things like new communication and devices. Community of practice whereby they will be networking with program. Honorable Minister, as you are aware that Mr. President, under his passion, he graciously approved Federal College of Education Special in Kogi, and the governor of Kogi State has approved a permanent site and also paper. So this is one of the things that I'm appealing for the digital transformation to take up to consider this school for the effective implementation. And lastly, but not the least, the issue of funding is very key. TRCN needs a funding as a regulatory body. And to assist your office in fulfilling the mandate of President Bola. Thank you, sir.
Yes, thank you very much. Once again, the Honorable Minister, I want you to know that there is no nation that can rise above. Yes, the teachers are saying here, despite the statistical responsibility, rest of us in school, we are still trying all our best. And that is why people like us, people like our life, people like Adieko, and the life of all the teachers are striving to make sure that we see the transformation we want in Nigerian classroom. One thing I want the Federal Ministry of Education and the TRCN to do is to invest in large-scale teachers' capacity training. These are not blood like us. I was when we are there at the place that person goes into the organizing capacity which are organized so there is for the federal empowers the teacher, then also expand access to our students. Our students actually need the law. And lastly, the other ministers are the framework of teacher. Yes.
Thank you. I think the way we position the teaching profession is very important. Today, to become a teacher, you need to go to the College of Education and do the cut-off points and the cut-off marking exam, which is the wrong content. But to study medicine, we need 208, study 208. If we can start understanding that the way we get students to become interested in teaching begins from how we admit them to colleges. That in itself is and a country that is extremely talented, or I mean, we have the youngest population, it's important for us in the education sector to create a ministry for early childhood education and children. This will be different from the current ministry we have. segregation or segmenting the ministry for education and children ministry for education. That is not enough understanding how to prioritize education for children. You have the ministry of life. If we are very interested in transforming our education system, then we should begin as well to understand that contribution to be by prioritization of the order. Nigeria has the youngest population, but we don't have a dedicated ministry that focuses on the
Yes, I want to agree with you on the last point of having a dedicated ministry for basic education. I'd like to also add that we need to look at curriculum for teacher education. We must focus on the most important curriculum, ensuring that we focus on what is important anytime primary education. And we think that make sure that anyway reading is priority, literacy is priority, problem solving should be at the center of what we're doing. Because we don't know what the professions will be tomorrow. Unless we're able to solve problems, we can't prepare. But doctors today are almost out of job. So we need to prioritize problem solving. Flex behavior of teachers, also positive teaching teachers, moving that teachers making sure that teachers practice what they teach, not lecture to.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. I think I've come to this very similar times, but it was around this school. This speaks about the when I talk about the book pattern and device part, I was trying to balance aspiration with reality in a way. You look at the numbers that I know that mentioned. We are still after completing the work. Yes. So if you say device or any time to balance that with reality, of course, currently my children are back home and the instruction from the student that see all the devices. And that connects to the last point I made about evidence that our intervention is very important, but it should be guided by evidence. The other person who spoke about incentivization. Some ways to do that include zero rating of data for teachers, and of course subsidizing digital devices. The last point I made is that one thing, even before all the policy things that are being done, is for the development and all stakeholders to connect with the private sector so that this provision can be zero rating of data for teachers and of course subsidized. Thank you.
TRCN and everyone here, I'd like to start by saying a big thank you to each one of our panelists for your wisdom today, for your insight, for all your contribution. I believe that this is just the beginning of many more conversations and actions that will get us to where we want our education system to be and where we want future transformation to be for our education system. You know that quickly that facilitating panelists of really passionate educators and policy makers isn't just for yes, everybody but I really enjoyed it for moderating this panel. And I'd like to say thank you to each one of you, and not as well interactive. Thank you so very much. And yes, we'll get a picture with the Minister of State and with the Executive Minister. Thank you.
Minister should be amazing. The roundabout was the kind of right from forming and convention as well as certificates. Thank you very much. Another round of applause. We wish to have more time. There is no time. The photographers. Thank you very much. Thank you all the time. As it is the president, thank you very much.
I was looking for
With that done and not said, I would like to respectfully invite a visionary, a woman who is determined to change the narrative here and accomplished education, a business lawyer, and Microsoft certified professional with over 30 years teaching experience in Nigeria and the United States. Our vision, a beautiful woman like you. If your hands are not free, please join me in the club team. I'm excited to go to the now we get to talk about this. Thank you.
Thank you very much. The Honorable Minister, Dr. Morocco Olatunji Alausa CON, the Honorable Minister of State on Education, Professor Suwaiba Ahmed. Permit me, please, and also my chairman for House Committee on Education, please, all wonderful people, permit me to stand on the existing protocol. My name is Ronkechi Yongo, and distinguished ladies and gentlemen, big thank you for coming in this afternoon. While they're showing my slide, you see that my slide is actually all the logos of all the people that sponsor this event. I have to say a big thank you to all of you. You will see that if your logo is there, it means you have contributed to this wonderful occasion. Please let's put our hands together to celebrate. Then, next slide. So you will see that within the next few years, we have a strategic direction, and that's something I'm here to actually share. And today, we're saying from crisis to practice, reclaiming the dignity of teaching in Nigeria. And I love all the people that have said that teachers are so important. We cannot afford to fail them. If our children are to rise, our teachers must be the way. And what I keep on telling people is you cannot have high standards if we keep on having low standard of teachers. But at the same time, every country has problems. There's no perfect country out there. What people have done is to actually support their teachers. We cannot continue to say some teachers are very good, teachers are here today, some teachers are better, but some teachers need help. Are we going to leave that at the detriment of the future of our children? We're talking of the future leaders of Nigeria. So what do we need to do? So we need to actually take action. And that's something we are here for. A nation's future begins in the classroom. Next slide, please. So if you look at the uncomfortable truths that I'm actually showing today, 6% of all children that have at least 3 books. A lot of our children, as great as you are, teachers in the house, and you don't even say hello. The greatest and the greatest and the greatest Nigeria. The greatest and the greatest and the greatest Nigeria. We're going to do it together. 49% of our children proceed to secondary school. What happens to that 51%? Because when we talk about the school children, these are the places where we have all the gaps. 51% of children engage in child labor. But the one I'm going into is 30% of our children are unable to read and write. So there's a need for us, because if we're not careful,
We'll be churning out young graduates. We'll be churning out children that are not fit for purpose. And so, there is a need for us to look into all this. So if you look at it, another thing it says is only 37% primary school teachers meets the national qualification standard. And for us to actually meet the needs of the sustainable development goals, number 4, without qualified teachers, SDG4 is not just a hit, it's in jeopardy. So this is just an education crisis. Take me to the next slide. Now, what if we got it right? Imagine a Nigeria where every child has qualified, motivated, and respected. And the way we need to do it is not that we're going to love people, but at the same time, let's work together. We all need to make us change as quickly as possible. Where teaching is not seen as the last resort, but it's seen as the first step. I know we have medical doctors in the house. We have lawyers in the house. We have professors in the house. But who make them? We want every classroom to be led by someone certified, supported, and growing. You never see a doctor in the hospital who has not gone to medical school. You never see a lawyer in the court who has not actually gone to the bar, for his bar. So while we're saying teachers will not be professionalized. So we need that support. Next one, please. And I'm working under wonderful leaders. When I look at all the things that they have said, look at the review, the action plan of the review had digitalization. Education was at the forefront of the review plans. And that's why I quoted what President Bola Tinubu said. Education is not light at the end of the tunnel. We're investing in it. We do not want to try ignorance as an alternative. We want education from the foundation to the topmost level. Then my honorable minister as well, my online manager, you will see that he has 6 pillars on the next year. And out of those 6 pillars, digitization is a core, and that's what we are keeping in our mind of coming into TRCN. When I saw the next 3 pillars, quality education, quality assurance, regulation, I have to pick what belongs to me. And that's why I have a visionary leader, and that's what our Minister of State also emphasized. So, looking at it, we have 4 levels of transformation that we're bringing in, and that's modernization and governance. And I want to say thank you so much to our chairman, House Committee on Education, because he's seriously on board with us. You will see that a new legal and institutional backbone, digitization and streamlining, elevating and empowering, collaboration and delivery. But let's go into the first one, next one, please. Now, you cannot use an old law to bring improvements into Nigerian system. A legal mandate for a digital and professional level. We must be able to strengthen TRCN standards because we have to be transparent, accountable, and efficient. No more ambiguity. Next one, please. Oh, sorry, go on to the last one. Sorry, the previous one. There's not, we cannot regulate the future in 20th century laws. So there's a need for us to review and revamp ourselves. A lot has changed in education in the last, this happened in 1993, and you can see that a lot of changes are coming to education. So there's a need to review and revamp the law that sets TRCN. Next one, please. Now, digitization and streamlining. Bureaucracy should never be a barrier to professionalism. I remember when I became the registrar on my social media platform, what I saw was a lot of people complaining. I've sat for that exam 3 years ago, no certificate, no license. But ladies and gentlemen, today man's a native man. Today now, every teacher in Nigeria, the teacher in Tanzania and the teacher in Lagos, conveniently can fill their exam details online and sit for the November exam that is coming. When they sit for the exam, we give ourselves certain agreements of what we have done in TRCN just 1 week to release the result. People need to go through the result. And as soon as we release the result, you have the SMS that comes straight to your phone to say, now you can proceed in printing out the certificates in the beauty of your work. In that process. So with that, we end the record payment. Full digital transformation of licensing, registration, and CDP tracking. I must not forget Mr. Ian Atfield, because even though we are not invested on the a lot in support, and also we must not forget global scientific development, because we are in together. They did a lot of work in order to have technical partners that actually supported those students. We're launching a digital or one-stop access for teachers, for parents, for government, and all the relevant stakeholders. It's a real-time data for real decisions. Know which certified, where the teach and where they need to be. So parents conveniently can check their teachers. Is my teacher a certified teacher, or is he not a certified teacher? Next one. Now, to elevate and to empower, this is a very, very important one. Great education does not happen without great teachers. And great teachers don't run without support. Now, the National Teacher Career Path Policy is a brilliant tool that we started with in Enugu. Enugu were there 2 weeks ago, and we actually did career path check for 19,250 teachers. And with that, it tells them easily who can go to their smart schools. It gives them the stages that their teachers are, and it gives them what training needs they should need for that stage. So we want to thank Enugu State for being the state that actually fighting this. Now, in terms of universal compliance, no more teaching without training, teachers supporting teachers. Because in Nigeria, everybody complains about teachers not being competent, but what are we doing about it? Somebody needs to pour that water so that it becomes an ocean one day. And so, what we're doing is we see that number one, the working with breakthrough in US for them to actually help us to build AI generated lesson plan platform. Because when you go to a lot of international world, everybody brings the lesson plan to their teachers, and teachers can adapt it to the needs of individual children. And that's something we're doing. Not only that, we have great teachers that are so effective in our schools. And what stops us from using them to write prescriptive lesson plan? I know a lot of people will tell me that we have great stuff, we don't have the business to go like that. But our state offices are ready for people to access lesson plans as soon as we launch it in October. And the very first one is what I discussed, the criminal record check. When we look at the number of teachers in Nigeria at the moment, you people saying this. I came in as a record check because of the black girl, but at the same time, the people that came in as not all of them, and I'm not saying this for reason. People cannot pass a CRB, and that's the criminal record check in England. Why are you coming to my country to come and teach? This is a time where schools must be able to actually verify for their students. Is my teacher criminally okay? Well, so we are working with the Inspector General of Police to make sure we have a criminal record system in place, and that's the portal that we're launching in October as well. Not only that, wonderful minister, it has taken us credit because it's such a leader of a great vision. Because this is what things that he has actually approved for us. The Teachers Investigation Panel in every state. Our children need to feel safe. Our children must be safe in all states. Why should they be open? We're leaving the school and going to another school to go. The last one is funding our professional examination. When we came in, you will see that we were actually examining people in 23 subjects. If you examine me in 23 subjects, you might to pass, unless it's actually a multiple choice question. Now, it will also not have impact on the students, on the teachers. So at the moment, TRCN has reviewed, we have reviewed ourselves, and we're only examining people in maths. That's the foundational maths. So every teacher needs to be able to do a foundational maths with 12 subjects.
our foundational literacy, digital literacy, safeguarding, and pedagogy. Because you can be training, you can be a practice, but you will not know how to break it down to our child. Every child is important. In your classes, you've got the three families of gifted and talented, and we cater for them. Those children that are making ability and those children that are less than, how we actually take care of them. So, collaboration and delivery, with this particular direction this morning, I want to say that no single institution can fix this alone. So, we need to collaborate with MPS, state local governments, legislators, private school associations. So, we need to scale certification across public and non-state schools. All by affections, the greatest and the greatest affect people. The low income schools, I see you respect you today. Thank you so much for coming. So that's the goal. Let's put our together. With that, I'm sure you can see everybody's hands. You can see Mr. Ian Matthew there. You can see Mrs. Duncan, all the way from Save the Children. So everybody all needs to come together and actually build our education. The wonderful directors from FME, the special advisors, we're in together. We've got to build it. Next one, please. So what will be the ripple effect of this? We'll improve child protection and safeguarding in schools. We can get all this done in 50% increase in TRCN certified teachers across the state, across the nation. Every state implements the national teacher career path, improving standards and quality of teachers. Lastly, to meet international measurable benchmarks is very, very important. Next one. So this is not TRCN plan alone. This is Nigerian plan. Now we call on you today to endorse, that is the strategic at the highest level. We call you to align education investment with TRCN standard, and we call you to partner with us in implementation of this policy. And we call you to invest in teachers at level before. They are the highest return investment in our future. The classroom is the truest engine of national transformation. So let's do what? Let's do it together. And to finish today, we celebrate success. I'm sure we are known for that. TRCN staff allow you to fix that. And on behalf of the honorable ministers, I want to say a big thank you for the support. In the last 100 years, I am going forward. Thank you so much. Quickly, I'm going to call the floor of the staff, and please, we have 539 staff, we all deserve this, but at the same time, it has taken us a lot of effort to be able to put this together. The very first person, please can we go for video? The very first person, Mr. Olowo Pere. And you see, the picture is no, not this video, please. Oh, okay, I should just call them. Okay. Mr. Olowo Pere, please come out. Miss Sarah, there's a woman that is from Delta. That's the same coordinator from Delta. Madam Sarah. I know she's going to but I want Dr. Francis to represent Madam Sarah. And also we have not lady all the way from Barbarossa, but she's an asset in TRCN. And that is one of the places that and the last but not the least, person for people for that is the state coordinator for Lagos State, Mrs. Adelaide. Please come on. So, Honorable Minister, sir, can you come and help us with this presentation? Thank you, sir.
Provide technical support in registrar's office, driving digital transformation and efficient service delivery. They have contributed to key policies and projects, including the career path policy and GPP teachers project, which trained 2,500 teachers. We have also led the development of this.
Award of Excellence. No, please. Award of Excellence and Ministerial Service presented to Mr. Joshua, a rising star with peace and duty, sacrifice, commitment, and passion to promoting teachers' quality toolbox of TRCN. You embody the spirit of service and pursuit of excellence. Congratulations. Another award of excellence and Ministerial Service presented to First of Olewokele. Service is supporting the mission of TRCN. The commitment inspires excellence and strengthens the ability of teachers nationwide. Congratulations. And finally, award of excellence and Ministerial Service presented to Sarah Uke in recognition and deep appreciation of your dedication, tireless service, and invaluable contributions to TRCN, your commitment, sacrifice, and passion in strengthening the dignity of Nigerian teachers and advance the cause of quality education for our nation. You are celebrated as a true pillar of excellence and service. Congratulations. Big congratulations and round of applause to all of them.
A round of applause for the minister. Another round of applause for Thank you. Okay, I will think that the word of that word is what we do. Thank you. Round of applause for them. Thank you, Minister. Cultural Thank you for your time, sir. Let's appreciate the Honorable Minister. So people will take the cultural the demonstration of the TRCN by 2, 3, 4, 5, 3 minutes.
Good afternoon, visitors. I'm fully honored to be here. I appreciate my attention. Please, let that be.
the audio.
Welcome to the New Teachers Registration Council, TRCN, a modern, all-in-one platform designed to empower teachers, streamline registration, and uphold professional standards. Right now, you can begin your professional applies. Check the results instantly using your surname and name. All verified teachers help you to check to see if your child's qualifies as professional standards. Devices built-in AI chat like quick answers to questions to help you navigate the list and attend to the problem. Stay informed with real-time news, verify upcoming events and announcements right in the site. TRCN doesn't just produce, it brings AI chat, privacy answers to questions and help you navigate the list and quick access of staying informed with real-time responding self and verifying this right on the site. Access free. TRCN doesn't just produce, it brings AI chat, privacy answers and website has discovery registration.